This is Mrs. Bintu Isa, and this is her son, Abdulhakeem Isa. They both have something in common. A sister, daughter, Zubaidat. Pretty, isn't she? But this story takes us to a place where humanity will be tested for all to see.
On 13th February this year. My daughter is working with one Mrs. Grace Okosun. So before she was inside sleeping after she take her bath. Then her phone was ringing. I went out. I was coming in. I saw her receiving call from inside room. So starting up coming out, I said, "Who is calling you?" She said, "It's my boss. My madam said I should come to work in the evening." I said, "Can't you tell her that you have a lot of things to do? You wash clothes and you wash your clothes and you are prepared to go back to school. Why is she calling you again to come down?" So then I told her that the reason why I was insist that you should not go is that what is happening in Nigeria now. You'll be hearing as you are going now. Which time are you coming back? Because I don't want you to enter motor tonight.
So you had a feeling?
Yes, that is the feeling. I don't know. God is trying to show me something. So that's what I told my mother. She said, "Mommy, okay, if I read it, I'll call you." I said, "Okay." So from there, I now admit I should go. Around 6:30, she left my house. Otaku and where I'm living at Life Camp is not far place. So on reaching there, she called me that, "Mommy, I've reached the place." I said, "Okay." Alhamdulillah. Her place of work, I said, "Okay, Alhamdulillah," which is at Otaku. So knowing that when she reached there, her madam now call Zubaidat again, that she will give another person number to call that will call her, that she's going to work with that person. That is how she set my daughter off, of which I'm not aware of that one. All I know is that she called her to come to work at Otaku. So that she used that lady to set my daughter up. As they reached there now, I don't know. So they said as they reached there, the phone, I called my daughter that very night. That, "Are you not coming?" Her phone was switched off. Her phone was switched off. So I said, "Oh." I used to tell her that when it is night, don't enter night. So I believe that she's there. The following morning, I called her. Her phone is switched off. I asked her brother to call her. Abdulhakeem now call her. Her phone is still switched off. So from there, I don't have rest of mind. Now jump up. I say, "Let's go to her working place," because Zubaidat has a power bank and she don't like her phone to off. So me and my son, we now went to Otaku there. On reaching there, we met her colleagues that they were working together.
You went to Otaku, to the office?
To the office where she's working. They said Zubaidat, as she went to...
What's the name of the office?
Spa Republic. It's Spa Republic. They were doing facial treatment, manicure, pedicure, and they sell organic soap, everything. So then on reaching there, we met the colleagues. They said, I said, "Where is Zubaidat?" They said Zubaidat went off yesterday. She had never returned back. I said, "No, your madam called her."
So, Madam Grace, the boss lady, from the narrative of Zubaidat's mother, has bended knees, or K-leg, if you like. She didn't get back to Zubaidat's mom, with whom she had this aggressive phone argument over claims that she was on her way to Abuja from Kaduna. And then something happened, according to Grace, that's the boss lady, which made her to turn to Kaduna immediately upon getting to Abuja, first for a case as serious as murder. Listen to more.
As the madam called her, she read there and she called me that, "Mommy, I've reached here yesterday." And I said, "Alhamdulillah." So how can you be telling me that it's better? So immediately I called her madam and asked her that, "Where is my daughter that you called yesterday?" She said she didn't call her, that she's at Kaduna. I said, you are at Kedna now. I said, you are the one that called her because I asked her. And before I allow her to go, I know that you are the one that called her before I allow her to come. Why are you denying that you didn't call my mother? So she started with loud voice and making argument with me. Then my son now collected the phone and tell her that there's no much argument. If you are the one that first reached her, you should call me. So if we reach her before you, will call you. If it is true that her phone is just went off. It says Zubaidat always like to off her phone when she's on off. I told her that it's a lie that Zubaidat did off her phone. So I should not prolong that one. That very day, so I started trying my daughter number. The phone is switched off. Then the following day, early in the morning, I went to a police station at Life Camp and make a report that my daughter is working with so woman. She called her. She's denying that she didn't call my madam, that she didn't call my daughter. Then they now asked me, do you have her number? I said yes. I gave them my Zubaidat madam number. They call her. She said she's at Kedna. They now asked her to report herself that very day. She said she will come 3 o'clock in the afternoon. She didn't come. She refused to come. She said when I asked her, she told my son that she's on her way to Abuja. So my son now told me that when she called that woman, she said she's on her way to Kaduna. Why should I say she didn't come? I said she didn't come. So she now said on her way to Abuja, on her way reaching to Abuja, she reached here, something else happened and she now travel back again. I said, don't tell me that one. How can you say you travel back and you cannot be able to report it at the police station where I report you? I said, don't do something bad to Zubaidat, because my feeling was that you come there and report yourself. You are now telling me that you went back. So she didn't say anything. She now cut my call. I didn't say. I started calling her the following day. It was the third day or the fourth day. Somebody called me in the evening around that kind of 5:30 to 6. That, do I know Zubaidat? I said, she's my daughter. Do you know Grace? I said, yeah, she's the one that my daughter is working with. She said Grace now came to him and make a report, and that there was a lady working with her. So she was sick. She take her to the hospital and she died. And the parents were threatening her. I said, God forbid my daughter will not die. Immediately, as she said this is what I said. So when we are saying this, my son was inside room. She now came out and collect the phone from me. That who is calling? I now told my son. She now collect the phone and talk to the person. This person said she has my son number. I said, so my son was Grace didn't have Hakeem number, because by the time that Hakeem was working, Zubaidat was working with her last year. My son was in Lagos. She didn't know the Grace. So he said Grace give him Hakeem number. The person now cut the call and called Hakeem with his own phone. So he started discussing with Hakeem. Then he asked Hakeem to even come to Gwarimpa. So that is how it is. So since then, I've been looking for my daughter.
When we were still looking for my sister Zubaidat, a call came in to us on the very day we came back from Utako police station, where we went to file a missing person complaint. So when I got back, a call came in from one Mr. He said his name is Mr. Jonathan, that he's the uncle to Mrs. Grace. That Grace actually came to him crying that there's been a fight and somebody got injured and all that. That we, the family, threatening her that maybe she has a hand in Zubi's demise also. So when the man was actually trying to relate to me about what's going on, I now narrated my own story to him, that this is the incident that actually occurred, which we've already reported the case to Life Camp Police Station, and she was summoned to come for questioning, which she told them she was going to come that very day, but instead she did not. And she actually called me and told me that she will be leaving for Abuja. And when I left home and went to work at Yaradua Center, I arrived at Yaradua Center that very day at 2 p.m. So 2:01, she called me 2 p.m. that very day. So she called me and asked me that where is the station where my mom filed a missing person complaint. I told her that it's at Life Camp Police Division. She told me that, okay, I was trying to even give her direction. She said I should not worry, that she knows the place. So when I got back home on that very day, I now asked my mom that, have you heard from Zubaidat? She said no. I said, what about her boss? Any news? She said her boss told her that she won't be able to come that very day, that it's still on Monday, that she'll maybe come. And I told my mom that no, maybe you didn't hear her well, that she called me and she's already in Abuja, according to what she said to me. My mom said no, that she told her that she's actually going to be coming to Abuja on Monday. So the story was not the same, and it was already late. I can't be calling her at that hour because it was after 11 already. So I told my mom that she shouldn't worry, I'll call her the next day, which was on Sunday. On our way going to Guarimpa Division, my mom and I, so I called her and I was talking to her on the phone and I said, you told me that you're already in Abuja. How come that you told my mom that you won't be coming till on Monday? She said, yes, she did came to Abuja and an emergency came up, so she had to go back to Kaduna again.
This is Grace.
That's the Miss Grace.
The owner of the
spa,
hotel,
yeah,
the spa where
spa.
your sister was.
So, and I told her that how can you leave Kaduna, that is actually about 3 hours 45 minutes ride to Abuja, and you didn't even deem it fit to maybe go to the police station to maybe give a statement about the situation around. You can't tell me that you spent 3 hours and came to Abuja and all of a sudden you went back. What kind of emergency will maybe make you to go back to Kaduna and you forgot that this is a matter of life and death?
So from there, the following morning, the person now called Hakeem that he should come, that they were looking for, that the woman in question was arrested, that the madam was arrested. But by then, I wasn't around. I went to somewhere else again. So Hakeem and one of my brother went to the SARS office. So they couldn't tell me that day what they were told there, because they said they should come the following day. I now went with them, with my brothers in the society there. We now community there. We now went to IRT. From there, I saw the madam that my daughter is working with. The police was trying to tell me what happened, but my son was giving them signal that they never tell me that the madam confessed that she killed my daughter.
So what is the police saying?
So that was when the case was still under when we made a report. So on that very day, when I got back home, I received a call from that Mr. Jonathan. Then after we were on a conversation for a period of time, the call ended. I dialed the man's number back. It was on another call. I waited for like 3 minutes, which I called back again. It was still on another call. So I called the third time and he didn't pick. So I I didn't call him again. He didn't reach out either. So unfortunately, in the evening, probably maybe till 7 or so, my mom, I was about to even leave the house. I took a shower. I was about leaving. So a call came into my mom's phone, which she picked, and the person introduced himself as Mr. Jonathan, and he said my sister's boss, Miss Grace, ran to him with her boyfriend, and they were actually asking him for assistance, that there's a situation on ground. There was a fight and somebody got injured and she has been hospitalized. So judging from the way the tune he was actually trying to narrate everything, it seems like he wasn't really clear about what was going on. So I told him that he shouldn't maybe get himself involved in something that he doesn't have a clear understanding of. So he should go back to whoever reached out to him and get a clear understanding of it before he gets himself involved. So I ended the call. So he called back again, and I told my mom that she shouldn't pick any call again while I was leaving the house. So he called me back while I was going out again and said I should listen to him, that he understands my pain and worry, that he's a man like me, that he's trying to maybe help me. I should give him a listening ear. I said okay. So he explained himself, and that's when when I explained what was going on from my own end, that's when he now said, judging from what I'm telling him and what he's hearing from the both sides, it seems like there's something fishy going on. That's when he now told me that he should be open to me, that she came to him and she knelt down and she offered him $4,700 in cash.
Almost $5,000. $5,000. You know what that equates to in Naira terms? let's call a spade a spade. Let's call it what it is. Bribe to cover up. I hope that the police interrogates this Jonathan, uncle to Grace Okosun, over the bribery attempt, because until proven that there was an exchange of money between Grace and Jonathan, her uncle, we are still at the same inconclusive state. But I urge you to be patient through this harrowing story of epic crime.
The following, they said they should take me to the house. Is there any woman that follow me come? I said yes. They now bring me home. We now come home. So I don't know what they discussed. They now went back to Gwarimpa police station. So as they reached there now, they reached Gwarimpa police station. So they said they denied them that they want to see the court. I don't know, I wasn't there. So when they came, it was night, around that kind of 8 that time. So before I reached out, everywhere was filled up. They said Zubaidat. I said my daughter is alive. My daughter is not dead.
This story is an original crime thriller, one that will be used in universities across the country as a case study for psychology, sociology, criminology for years to come. In the present, however, the Gwarimpa police station is of particular interest, more so because of how a policeman attempted to change Bintu's statement. Listen.
After we introduced ourselves, he now requested that we should write a statement. So I now told him that our statement is already at IRT, and if maybe they need our statement, they can just write to IRT for them to maybe transfer our statement to them. There's no need for us to write a statement again. So they now made it a must, like maybe an option for us, that if we are not going to write a statement, which means they are not going to grant us access to see the body in question. So I told them that I can't write a statement, that it's just right for them to reach out to IRT and get our statement. He now said, so out of desperation, my mom decided told him that she was going to write a statement. So they were writing the statement, but my mom can read and write, but out of maybe the way she was feeling that moment, she was just explaining everything that happened to the officer while he was writing. So when I came, after because I left the office and I went out. So when I came, they're already done with the statement. So the officer was reading the statement, and I came across when he was actually reading a page where he said, my mom is aware that my mom acknowledged that she's aware that my sister is into hookup and all this. So I told him that, how did this kind of conversation got into this? And I asked my mom, is this what you said? My mom said no. And I said, why is she telling you something else and you're talking about something else? And I told him that he should actually destroy that statement, and they should start afresh, that we can't accept this statement. So he said he's sorry that that's the first narrative that took place there. So they destroyed the statement and started another one, which I now told my mom that you can read and write, even though you're actually going through something. You shouldn't allow the authorities to write statement for you when you can read and write. So my mom now wrote her statement on her own.
Following when I went to that Gwarimpa police station, they said DPO is not around, I should write statement. I said okay, I write statement. So after I wrote my statement, I now asked them, can you people, as this death happened in that place, as people said you went there and took the cuff, did you make a photograph? They said yes. I said, please, can you show me? They showed me the picture. I said, no, this is not my daughter.
Where's your daughter's picture?
This is her picture. I told them that this picture that you show me is not my daughter's picture. They said, okay. So, what else do I need? Later they said the DPO is around. We should go and see the DPO. Me and my people are up to 8 or 10. So we enter the office to see the DPO. The DPO now said he's the one with his colleagues that went to the hotel and took the body from there. So the DPO now said, what do I want him to do for me or help me? I said, all I want is that I want people to take him to the mortuary and identify the corpse and see it with my eye.
And when you got there,
when I got there, what they showed me at the mortuary is not my daughter's cup. The woman is older than my daughter. It's not my daughter, and the woman pierced her nose. If everything, I check my daughter, the birth mark that my daughter has here, it's not there. She has a scan here, wound. It's not there. So she has to put it up and down like this, my own. It's not there. I said, it's not my daughter. I said, madam, check it. I check it. I said, it's not my daughter. They said, do you have her picture? I said, yes. The picture is on my phone. I now showed them my daughter's picture. So even the mortuary attendant, the two policewomen, they said, no, she's not the one. Even the one they show, the picture they show me, this picture did not resemble that one. I said, okay. So they now called the DPO that the woman has identified the corpse. It's not her. She said it's not of her own.
So it got to the police.
Yes. I returned back again and told the DPO that I've seen the corpse, but it's not of Zubaidat too.
That was when my mom now requested that in the crime scene that this incident happened, did they take any pictures? Which the DCO2 said yes. We requested for the picture. They showed us the picture. We saw the crime scene. We saw everything. The body there that was even on the picture wasn't Zubaidat's body. So my mom also, I now requested for a video. I said, since it's a crime scene, people are supposed to maybe make a video, right? She said, yes, I requested for a video so that we'll get more clarity. I saw the video he brought. The person in the picture is not my sister.
So you believe your sister is alive?
Yes.
I went ahead and also told him for more clarity that we want to go to the morgue where this body is being kept so that we'll see the corpse with our eyes. So that's when he said, okay, no problem. That he was even trying to maybe change the narratives. He now said, after a long conversation, he now said, okay, we should come. He took us to the office of the DPO that they've told him that the DPO is around now. So we entered the DPO's office. The DPO now welcomed us, gave us seats, we sat down. So he started by saying the information came to him around the hours of maybe after 3 in the morning. So himself and his team actually went to the crime scene where the incident happened because they got a call from house 3 there. He actually mentioned house 3 to us, that they got a call from the house 3 there that an incident took place. So they went there, they got to the crime scene, they entered the room. After they actually examined the whole situation there, they made the necessary arrangement and carried the corpse from the crime scene. So we now requested, after everything, he now told my mom that what does my mom want him to do for her. So my mom said she wants to see the body and know if the body in question is her daughter's body. My mom now said yes. He now asked my mom that truly my mom will want to do that. My mom said yes, it's her daughter. So what is she? She's not scared of anything. She will want to see the corpse. He said okay. He now asked us that how did Miss Grace got arrested and who got arrested. We said he said how did we know that the girl is dead and who gave us information. We now told him that an anonymous person actually reached out to us, and that was how we discovered that Miss Grace is at IRT, which she has already confessed that she murdered Zubaidat. She alleged that she has murdered Zubaidat.
Now, where things get regrettably bad, making the police look shady in this crime story, is at this point where, according to the accounts of Zubaidat's brother, information of murder, serious as it is, got to the DPO by 3 a.m. in the morning. Question is, what happened to the entirety of the hours that made up the day when your officers had already gone to house 3 as the crime scene? Wonders, they say, never ends.
He instructed 2 officers to take me and my uncle to Gwarimpa Division, where the incident happened. According to them, they've reached out to Gwarimpa Police Division and they told them that maybe there's a crime that actually happened at house 3 because at their jurisdiction, because Grace actually confessed to them that the incident took place at house 3. That's why they reached out to the DPO at Gwarimpa. So when we went to Guarimpa division, there we went to meet the police to maybe get a narrative on what to do. I went there with the request to maybe see the body, and probably if she's my relative, maybe we should receive the body and bury her according to Islamic rites. So the DPO declined us. He didn't even honor us. So he didn't even show up. He just gave an order that they should come and tell the officer that came with us that he should go and tell the SO at IRT that he can't grant us access to see the body or whatsoever. That if the DPO is not comfortable, if the SO at IRT is not comfortable with that, he should take it up to command. I was there. It wasn't as if maybe somebody told me. That was what he said.
So we asked Binta, the mother of Zubaidat, if she believes, beyond reasonable doubts, that her daughter is alive.
I believe that she's alive because I have strongly feeling. Since then, I've never seen any fear in my house. Even her clothes, everything, we are missing it, everything together. It's not, I didn't have any fear in my house, even in our environment. The feeling you are seeing in my body now is that I don't know where she is. I don't know how they are treating her there. So that is how it is. When I went to the following morning, I supposed to carry the picture and go and give the DPO. But what happened is that the DPO, I was thinking that the way she's doing, something is happening, because she told me before they take me to the mortuary that though there is changes of cloth, maybe that is why I couldn't identify the cough that is my daughter. I said it's not my daughter. She's the only daughter that I have. Why wouldn't I identify her if she's the one?
You see, the challenge facing the police is more of morality rather than professionalism. When the police are determined to work without compromise, they will. I know the Nigerian police, I can give that to them. In this case, however, a CEO telling a supposedly bereaved family to tell his fellow top police officer from another division that he is denying rights to see a corpse, that's just pure complicity and unnecessary. But they eventually did, and that corpse turned out not to be Zubaidat, raising the question, whose corpse is that, and why was it in house 3 instead of corpse of Zubaidat, whom Grace, the boss lady, confessed to killing in a fight? Again, if the corpse isn't Zubaidat's, then where is Grace keeping the 19-year-old today?
So we told him, he was now asking who was the person that gave us that information. So judging from the way he was emphasizing on that very information, I didn't give him, I told my people to not maybe disclose the individual involved because of safety reasons. So we now told him that we want to see the very body in question. So he said, okay, no problem. He now assigned 2 female police officers with us that they should take us to the crime scene, the morgue at Kubwa General Hospital. So on reaching there, on the entrance, the one of the female police now told my mom that when she enters the morgue, that if she sees the body there, if it's not her daughter, that she should not utter any word, she should not say anything, that she should just be quiet and keep quiet. And when she is out, then she should actually tell them anything. So before they even enter, they asked my mom to maybe settle the mortuary attendant. My mom now told them that what is she buying that she will settle the mortuary attendant? They scrapped that before we enter the morgue.
10 persons went into the mortuary to identify the corpse brought by the police. Their findings revealed that the corpse isn't Zubaidat. Who then is the mysterious body that lies lifeless, only murdered in cold blood by Grace Okosun, the boss lady?
We entered, myself, my elder brother, my mom, and my mom's best friend, another family member. We're up to 10 that entered the morgue. I on my phone flash. The corpse was brought out. We were seeing the corpse. We were not even scared of the corpse in question, so we examined the corpse thoroughly. The person in question, the corpse that we saw, was an older lady. Her body was chubby. My sister didn't pierce her nose. This very corpse pierced her nose. My sister has an open teeth. this very corpse in question doesn't have an open teeth. The very corpse they've shown to us 3 times, by up to now, 3 times, doesn't have an open teeth.
Did you open them out?
Yes, we checked.
We
checked. So we still examined. She has a scar in her hand here. She has a birthmark here also. Which the corpse in question, the face is not destroyed or disfigured. So it's clearly showing that this person is another person. It's not as if maybe the crime has even taken a long time that the corpse would have acted. So the corpse was still okay. So when we came out, we told them that we checked the corpse and it's not Zubaidat's body. We went back to Gwarimpa division, which we told the DPO that this is our finding and the body there in question is.
So you believe now that
that was when it down to us that
believe that Zubaidat
is alive. Yes.
Nigeria should help me, the president and the first lady should help me. Everybody should help me.
Actually looking
I am a widow.
We are reaching out to VDM, every voice in Nigeria, whoever can actually give us. I'm also calling on my state senator, Senator Natasha, to look into this. My state governor to look into this. It's actually clearly pointing out that these people might actually be involved in trafficking, and the lady in question is actually acknowledging that she murdered her to change, just maybe to change the narrative of this. We are pleading to Nigerians to probably give us a helping hand so that we can actually know what is really going on. And there's so much that has been pointing out that the authorities, since the case got to first CID, they've been actually some foul play there, including the fact that the crime scene in question, when the case file has been handed to them in their investigation, they changed the crime scene from the very house 3 where the incident happened and changed the crime scene to its opposite building and changed the narrative. Now they are actually saying the incident happened at house 3 annex. So not knowing that, me, myself, and IRT, when they were carrying out their investigation, we've gone to the crime scene. There's so much that I already know about that they were not aware.
Perhaps she mistakenly killed someone else, making it 2 murders, yet to be discovered. Don't know what the police are still doing. But Grace Okosun hoped that the family of Zubaidat won't be courageous enough to stand the sight of a corpse. And if that is the thinking, then indeed Zubaidat may just be alive. But where is she? The answer to that question lies in the gut of Grace Okosun. Thank you for watching. As we expect your feedbacks in the comment section, do subscribe and please share. I am Gimba. See you again.